Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I'm the Little Reader, and you are in my very sunny house. My window faces west, and the sun is currently going down, and it's just a beautiful thing, darling, along with this glorious Aqua Aura quartz. Can you see that? It's so stunning. I love Aqua Aura quartz. So we're here. I'm looking for an area that is sun-free, but it appears that the light is just gonna shine. And, we roll with it. What else can we do? It goes perfectly with the message that Spirit would like me to transmit. So here it is. Sweet like sugar, beautiful soul. The power of sitting with an emotion. Woo! The power of sitting with an emotion. It is like shining the light of consciousness, the light of awareness onto something. It's not like, it is. It is shining the light. Let me rephrase that. It is shining the light of awareness, the light of consciousness onto something. That is what it is to sit with anything. What makes sitting with an emotion special or powerful? Well, it just so happens that emotion is a truth. Unlike a half form, which is a thought, in Spirit's lens, the realm of mind is not the final frontier for consciousness. It's actually, I wouldn't say it's low on the totem pole, but it's not, there really isn't a totem pole or a hierarchy, but in an effort to convey how lacking truth the mental realm is, I am using hyperbole to say that from Spirit's perspective, all thought is subjective. All thought is filtered, and thought cannot be used to comprehend absolute truth. However, emotion, different story, different story. Emotion is a truth. It is not necessarily an objective truth that applies to the entire universe, but unlike a half form, which will never even be an objective truth for you as an individual, beautiful soul, because half forms are created by patterning. They're created by substances that are ingested. That's food and psychoactive. They're created by genetic code, ancestral trauma, childhood trauma, adult trauma, good times, memories of all kinds, external environment. So half forms, to say they hold any objective truth is something that Spirit is asking to convey, that we don't attach one way or another to thought. But when it comes to emotions, they hold an objective truth for the individual who is feeling the emotion. So we can't generalize or blanket statement this for the entire collective and say, hey, I felt this about you, therefore that's the truth. Then we're just letting the realm of mind co-opt. Anytime we try to understand an emotion intellectually, we're also letting the realm of mind co-opt. So Spirit's gift for us today, beautiful soul, is to not try to understand an emotion, not try to decode an emotion, not try to assign a meaning to an emotion or a symbol, a person, place, or a thing that the emotion must be caused by, or must be representing, or must be linked to. That is all the mind, the realm of mind, which we talk about all the time here in the Little Reader's house, saying, may I have your awareness, please, and feed off of it to make myself bigger. Thank you. And the realm of mind reaches in and takes your awareness with it. Nothing wrong with that. There is beauty in that process. But for many of us right now, it is serving as a distraction from the bliss that is available. And when I say bliss, baby, or senior, I mean bliss. The real deal. Peace. that surpasses understanding. Why could peace possibly surpass understanding? Because intellectually, the mind can never be at peace. It requires half forms that prove that it's okay to let go of control for a moment. We surpass the realm of mind by being present with the realm of heart. And today we're going to do that. Right here, right now, my sweet friend. With any emotion of your choice. So, let's get ready. If you have a crystal, feel free to grab it. It could also be anything, though. I did think about going down to the kitchen to get a banana. Banana! Everything holds a vibrational frequency. We really glorify these things in the spiritual world, and they're glorious. Why wouldn't we? But you could also, grab a TV remote or a photo or whatever calls to you. Don't use this for just a second. Use this. So, if you grabbed something, excellent. Put it in your hand. If you've got a hand. If not, optional. We're going to begin by gently fluttering our glorious eyelids closed. Yes, close them down. You don't need to see this. Nothing to see here. And then we're going to breathe. And we're going to aim for nostril in, nostril out. So we'll keep the lips sealed. Unless, of course, we're congested, have allergies, are ill, or have some other underlying factor that prevents this. But if possible, let's go for the nose. And we're just going to breathe on a count, 5 itty-bitty times. We'll take some breaths, starting in 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose, and let it go. And another deep inhale through the nose. Let it go. Shoulders drop this time. Deep inhale through the nose. Let it go. Maybe a small smile this time. Deep inhale through the nose. Retain for 2 seconds. Let it go. Our final deep inhale through the nose. Let it go. Glorious, my friend. And now, let your body regulate that breathing like it's its full-time job. Don't judge it. Shallow, deep, somewhere in the middle. Trust that the body knows what's up. Now your only assignment is to shift your awareness smack to the center of your chest. And at this time, we're sensing for a feeling. Now, it may be that you're so relaxed, so blissed out, so happy to be here with me, that no feeling comes to heart. There could be other reasons that no feeling comes to heart. So if that's the case, the feeling we're sitting with is neutrality, baby. But if you do have an emotion, any emotion of any kind, whether that be fear, overwhelm, anxiety, excitement, joy, awe, love, and anything else, then that emotion is what we're looking at. We do this by watching the center of our chest. Like there's something in there. We're not searching for the organ or the piano. We're looking at the spaciousness beneath the chest, as if it connected to an infinite realm. And we're seeing how the emotion that you've tagged shows up in this space. And we're witnessing. We're watching. Let the body breathe. And witness. As percentage points of your awareness wander away, likely to the realm of mind or the realm of form, and they will, call them back gently. You can do this with the question, where am I? And then when you see where you are, gently bring yourself back to that chest to watch this emotion. How do you perceive it? Does the realm of mind fill in a half form? Some kind of visual symbol? Is there a physical sensation? A change in breathing? An ache or pain? A smile or lightness? No judgments. We watch. And we breathe. If you'd like more time here, go ahead and pause the video now. Take as long as you love. If you're ready to pop back to the intellectual thinking mind, don't touch a thing. Gently place your right hand, if you've got one, over the center of your chest as a symbolic act of acknowledgement. If you're feeling wild, you can repeat after me. I see you. I honor you. Then, gently flutter your beautiful eyelids open like butterflies. And come back. Let the awareness diffuse. Take your beautiful right hand, put it wherever you'd like. If you got them, if you have the privilege of being able to move them and control them, think of that. What a gift. You could put them anywhere you want. And we're back, beautiful soul. We're back. What a little taste. What a little sip of the nectar of present moment awareness, of sitting with an emotion. The power of that, I cannot intellectually communicate it, but I will attempt to, as is my divine mission here, with the help of this. To witness the truth of an emotional state is to not only transmute the truth of that state throughout the body and release tension, angst, frustration, pain, and any number of associated micro-stored dis-ease in the nervous system, in the body, in the entire layers, unseen to most, but seen by me and maybe you, beautiful soul, layers of the being that surround the physical form. To be present with an emotion is to also shine the light of awareness on it to such a degree that it does not need to repeat to get your attention. The mind pipes in immediately to say, wait a second, what if I want it? What if it's a good one? Have no fear, beautiful soul. Bliss, which surpasses all good-feeling emotions and requires no chemical composition to be initiated. It can be initiated by a chemical substance, but it doesn't require a chemical substance to appear in the heart. Bliss will always be available to you here, especially with practice, beautiful soul. So don't feel like you're going to play out bliss. It ain't going to happen. You will find, however, that sometimes an emotion that's causing a great deal of anxiety in your body and your form happens to be a happy emotion. And that can throw you for a bleeping loop, because it's like, why is the emotion of joy that I just discovered that I'm feeling causing me to freak out? Of course, we don't intellectualize, so we don't need to know. We don't need to know. We just watch. You may go into it watching emotions that you have no name for and have no idea what they are. Names do not need to be assigned. The beauty of this practice is that you are watching the truth of whatever is occurring here, and in doing so, you interrupt all unconscious patterns in your life. What does that mean, little reader? Speak to me like it makes sense. I get you, believe me. I don't understand it either. Just keeping it real. I just say the words that are supposed to be said. What was the question? You don't need to understand it. You don't need to know it. You witness it. By witnessing it, you interrupt unconsciousness, patterning. Where does the patterning come from? Well, all over. It comes from the genetic coding of the form. Every trauma that every ancestor ever experienced. Right here, baby, we're carrying it in our form. And I've been saying baby a lot over the past few days. I thank you so much for your patience in that, baby. But it can be everywhere. The emotions are things that we may not have ever even experienced firsthand, and yet they require an awareness to look at them so they can cease coming up as an inexplicable pattern. This is, in real life, something that we could look at as patterns of anxiety, patterns of anger, patterns of frustration, patterns of discontent. These patterns that we feel emotionally typically lead to the form manifestations in our life. So our projection of our external experience starts here. The mind then picks up the frequencies that are being produced by the heart and turns them into half forms. The universe then responds by turning them into full-fledged forms. All of that takes what we call time at this current moment. But needless to say, if you look at the truth of the emotions that are right here in your heart, you can effortlessly shift the manifestations of things in your life. Things like addiction, poverty. I just got a question that I put into the Lotus of Life, if you're familiar with that, the other day. Why am I so broke? That one went into the Lotus of Life. We'll pull it out at some point. But the short answer right now may be that there are emotional truths that there's no awareness shining on whatsoever, yet those emotional truths are manifesting half forms that maybe also aren't getting any light shined on them. And then those half forms are manifesting into reality as, you guessed it, no moneda, dinero, money. The green stuff, at least here in the States. That is just one tiny example. And beautiful soul, I am not trying to get your buy-in, and neither is spirit. This entire house that we live in, well, that I live in and that you visit, for which I am so grateful, is founded on a simple truth that infinite heart-based existence is not meant to manipulate our external environment. Here we make a very intentional point of straying away from manifestation tips and tricks to give you the hacks and the laws and the stuff so that you can manipulate this little game to be a pleasure center for your form and a pleasure center for your mind. That is not the objective, although it can be the byproduct. The great irony of all of this is there's no need to attempt to manifest Jack Shart, to put it, in a classy way. We don't need to look at the realm of mind and pick and choose what we think would be the best things to experience and then mentally stroke those thoughts until they come into formation. We've moved on to a new paradigm, one of heart. And what Spirit's really asking me to convey is that by just shining the awareness, which is you, your true identity, on the truths that are here, your external reality will shift effortlessly in the appropriate time, at the appropriate pace, in a sustainable way that allows you to find bliss in every step of the journey, rather than trying to assault reality with your will. Because that is not coming from you as awareness. That is coming from your pattern form and your pattern mind, and will ultimately just breed more of the same experience, even if it appears different on the outside to the people around you. So, what do we know? We know that the truth is here. We know that we don't need to understand it, force it, change it, or manipulate it. We simply need to look at it. And that is when the miracles occur. That is where we're leaving it today, beautiful soul. It's been such an honor, a privilege, but most of all, absolute joy to bask in your presence, to share life with you, to walk this path right on your side, left or right, you choose. You just pop me anywhere. I love you. And you are so very worthy of that love. More love, never less. Until we meet again, beautiful soul. Maybe tomorrow.